Hi Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your August 2019 love reading. I'm really sorry about the delay of your reading, Cancer, because normally I like to do the readings before the month changes, but unfortunately it didn't happen last month. However, I'm here now, so hopefully you get to enjoy your reading for this month. This reading is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus. And before I continue, I just like to say, if you've got time, if you want to go and check out a tarot card reader, her name is Cosmic Mystic. She's absolutely amazing. Came across her last week, well, this week, I should say. I think she's new on YouTube, but she's absolutely amazing. So if you've got the opportunity, Cancer, then please go and check her out. Anyway, let's get cracking on with your read. And we're going to be looking at the past for you, Cancer. What may have occurred for you in the, first couple of days of August, or maybe before that. So we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So what happened for you in the past with the Four of Pentacles? Maybe in the past, you may have been holding on to a situation, specifically a relationship. Some of you, I feel, may have felt that you didn't want to let go of this particular person. Could be an earth sign individual, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, okay? And I feel like maybe people, may have said to you, look, you need to loosen up a bit, or you need to go with the flow, but you felt as though you needed to hold on to this relationship. Maybe some of you felt as though you needed to save a relationship. For others of you, I'm getting a sense of someone was holding on to you too tightly. Someone was, you may have felt quite suffocated in a situation with somebody, but I feel looking at this card that someone was overly possessive of you, maybe an earth sign individual, and maybe not overtly possessive of you, but there's a possessive energy here of your mind is what I'm getting. And you may have felt as though it was too suffocating for some of you. I also feel like some of you may have felt in the past that your partner was too closed off. They wasn't emotionally opened. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Virgo. And I feel as though, you may have felt that this person was doing this purposely. You may have felt as though this person was choosing not to be open, not to be upfront with how they feel, and you may have got a sense of not knowing if you're coming or going with this person, because you may have felt as though I'm in this situation with this person, we're in a relationship, but yet this person does not want to emote. This person doesn't emote is what I'm getting. And you may have felt as though, it was like trying to get water out of a stone with this individual. You may have felt quite closed off from this person. This person may have been closed off from you. They wouldn't communicate for some of you. They wouldn't open up. We also have the Star card. Some of you could be dealing with a Aquarius also, or maybe a Capricorn Aquarius cusp. But I feel with the Star card in the past, despite this energy of someone being closed off or someone being overly possessive of you, or maybe you having those thoughts and feelings about someone else, there was a sense of healing. So maybe some of you may have taken a step away from this energy of somebody behaving in that way towards you, or if you were behaving that way towards them. I get a sense that you took yourself away from this energy and you focused on yourself. You focused on your self-healing. Maybe answering questions to yourself of, why do I allow these type of situations to occur in my life, and why am I accepting of these types of situations? I'm getting a sense of, this is something I can't control their behavior, but I can control myself and how I treat myself. So I do sense there was a feeling of taking yourself away and healing from the situation. Maybe someone closed off from you completely, and you were forced to take a step back, yes, but you're also forced to heal yourself, forced to give yourself that love that this person wasn't given to you. So I do feel like you worked on yourself, and you may be still continuing to work on yourself, raising your vibration, just really taking good care of yourself. Maybe some of you may have broken up with this individual, or maybe you have stayed with this individual, but this person's energies is still quite closed off. But I feel like in the past you didn't allow this, or you're not going to allow this to hinder you. You're using this time, and maybe time away from this person, to really focus on yourself and give yourself that love that you may have felt you wasn't getting from this person, is what I'm getting here. Let's take a look at how you're feeling in the now and what you could be doing in the now. So we got the Hierophant card. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. So what is happening presently for Cancer? Sun, Moon, or Rising, Mars and Venus. There could be a conversation that you may have had with someone about commitment, is what I'm getting. Maybe it could be with the same earth sign individual, particularly a Taurus individual. And I feel like with yourself and this person, there's a meeting of minds. Maybe yourself and this person will have this conversation, or have had this conversation, or you are going to have this conversation about the state of affairs. I feel like your relationship may be moving into a higher level of commitment with yourself and this individual. It's almost like you're both on the same wavelength, because maybe in the past, Cancer, you were the one that was more open. As I look at the Star card, you were the one that was more open. You were the one that was more emotionally expressive in terms of how you present yourself to your person, and your person chose to stay in this sort of energy of, no, I don't want to reveal how I feel, no. And for some of you, it could have been, I get a sense of it could have been a game to this person. And some of you, I do feel like your person is quite generally closed off. You know, that's their characteristics. This is what I'm getting. But at the same time, I feel like it gave them a sense of, it made them feel, you know, as though how much they wanted to know how much you wanted them, or how much you liked them, or how much you loved them, by holding back, by almost taking away their emotions. It almost gave them a sense of happiness to see how much you wanted them to open up, to see how much you wanted them to express, you know. And I feel that instead of you falling into that trap of running and trying to chase this person down for them to open up, or for them to give you a specific amount of love, you took a step back and you gave that love to yourself. But now I feel like in the now, there's a meeting of minds now. You know, maybe you may have expressed to this individual, or this individual may have expressed to you, please take what resonates, that, you know, I didn't like the way things were in the past. Like, you're too closed off. I didn't know whether or not I was coming or going with you. You know, I feel like there's some sort of conversation that may be taking place, or will be taking place, with yourself and your person, about being more mature moving forward. You know, not doing things that will hurt the other person, or not doing things, you know, just being open with communication if the situation is going to stand the test of time. So meeting each other halfway is what I'm getting here with yourself and your person. And I also feel, looking at the Hierophant card, you want commitment. You want something serious. You don't want something that's going to be, you know, something that's going to keep you guessing. You want something that could potentially lead into a marriage, is what I'm getting. And you may express that to your partner. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Three of Swords. So I'm feeling, for some of you, you may be feeling quite heartbroken at the moment, or you could be getting over some sort of heartache. You know, there's some sort of pain there. And maybe there's some sort of pain there for some of you because you could be going through a breakup with a partner, specifically if you're dealing with a Taurus. You know, and I feel for some of you that this person is still acting in this way, very cold, very detached, very closed off, and it's really, really hurting you. And you want to have this conversation with this person. This could be like some sort of make or break conversation that you may want to have, is what I'm getting. Some of you are going through some sort of heartbreak because you may feel as though you can't commit to this person. This is not a person that I can commit to. This is a person that I thought that I could settle down with, but I have to realize now that this is not the person that I'm destined to be with. And that realization is causing you great pain and anguish. But I do feel like some of you want to continue with this connection with this earth sign individual. Could be dealing with a Virgo with the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you want to work on this partnership. Some of you are also focusing on your work and focusing on working on yourself. Realizing that you still need to work on yourself, not just the other person. But I feel strongly with the Eight of Pentacles that you want to work on this partnership. So I'm speaking to about two different groups here. Some of you are getting over some sort of breakup with this earth sign individual, and others of you are willing to focus on the connection but feel as though in order for this connection to move forward there has to be a change. But I'm sensing that you do want commitment with this Taurus individual or Virgo or Aquarius person. Let's see what your person is thinking or feeling in the now. We have the Four of Cups. So I'm sensing with the Four of Cups, because the Cups is your energy, there's still an energy around this person of still being quite closed off. This person could be feeling, you know, I feel like this person could be feeling very low in mood. They could be depressed. They could have other issues that's going on in their mind. They're very distracted, I feel, and they're not open to any offers. Maybe you may have made a suggestion to this individual, and I feel like this person is not open to this suggestion that you may have made towards them. Now, I don't feel for some of you that it's a personal attack to you, but I just feel like this person has other thoughts and feelings that they're trying to address for themselves. So this person's energy, I feel, in the now is to be alone. They want to be alone in the now. I feel like you may have made some sort of gesture towards them and they may again be still closed off. This person could be going through some sort of, because we've got the Judgment card here, this person could be going through some sort of transition. Okay, there's some sort of change that's occurred in this person's life. Now, we are still in the energies of Pluto in retrograde, and Pluto is all about, you know, death and rebirth, and, you know, rising from the ashes and shedding the old way of being, right? And with the Judgment card, this is my Pluto card, okay? This is my Karma card. Your person is going through some sort of realization and some sort of, you know, I feel like they're going through their own cycle of karma, is what I'm getting. For some of you, this person may be going through a cycle of learning how to be more forthright, if that makes any sense, because maybe in past relationships, they were the ones that did all the taking. So now they're going through some sort of transition whereby, especially with the Judgment card, whereby they need to be the ones in the forefront and they need to be the ones that are the givers as opposed to being the ones that are always the takers. And they may be finding, you know, this role that they are transitioning in uncomfortable, not knowing that they're going through a cycle, not knowing that they have to learn by going through this cycle. I hope you guys are following me. And when Pluto is in retrograde, it's supposed to make things a little bit uncomfortable, because Pluto is all about control as well, right? Control, obsession, you know. And remember with this Four of Pentacles, I sense that your person is very controlled. He's a very controlled individual. Pluto is in Capricorn as well, so if you're dealing with a Capricorn, then this transit is hitting them hard, yeah? So it's going to force this person to loosen their grip on control, right? And if it is a Virgo you're dealing with, then Pluto in retrograde is trining their sign. And again, the effects will also, you know, have an effect on them. So they could be going through a period of transitioning through different roles, not being the taker, being the giver, but feeling uncomfortable whilst being the giver, knowing that they need to open up. That's what I was trying to get at. They know they need to open up, but they don't know how to, because they may be used to, in the past, in past relationships, always being the one that, you know, people always run to and beg and plead, oh, please talk to me, why aren't you speaking to me, what have I done, you know, and enjoying that sort of attention is what I'm getting. But now it's like they realize that they need to evolve from that energy, and they're feeling like they don't know how to, but at the same time they know they need to. So it's a situation whereby they may want to be left alone whilst going through this transition. They may not know they're going through this transition, but this is what I'm sensing here. Because with this trumpet here, it's like they're getting some sort of wake-up call from the universe. You can't be in this energy. You can't be this way anymore. Okay? And I feel like you've given them a lot of chances. You've offered them a lot of cups and they've turned them down. But there's going to be some sort of, or they're going through some sort of change. They could be also thinking about why they feel the way they do. Why do they always turn you down or situations down, etc. So this is a period of this person maybe wanting to be alone, is what I'm getting, to work through their problems. Let's move on to what could be in store for you for the near future, for yourself and your person. So we have the Emperor. So this is saying to me, some of you could be dealing with an Aries individual, right? Or Aries Taurus cusp. I know I'm getting all these cusps all of a sudden, but you could be dealing with an Aries. In the near future, I feel like a situation is going to be presented. Your person, I feel, will present themselves to you in a manner which is of someone that is serious. You know, someone that is still quite reserved, but someone that is wanting to, you know, take control of the situation. You know, going back to the Four of Cups, it's almost like they realize that, for some of you, they could realize that they might actually lose you if they continue in this way, especially with the Judgment card. It's going to be some sort of realization of, if I continue to be in the energies of, you know, as though I don't care, I could potentially lose this person, which I feel will help them to transition and, you know, be in the energies of the Emperor. The Emperor is an individual who, you know, he's a person that wants to take care of. He's a person that is a leader in a sense. He's a person that, you know, he has an authoritative energy around him. He's all about structure. He's all about, you know, building from the bottom up, right? Wanting to do things that are right. So I feel like your person will come towards you in the energy of wanting to do things that are right, wanting to right the past wrongs, is what I'm getting. And you will be in this energy also. This could also mean that you will both, again, be on the same wavelength, as well as wanting to stabilize this connection, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Virgo. So this person will want a commitment with you. And with the Emperor card, I feel like they are serious about you. And they realize that they haven't shown that in the past, but it's still going to be quite slow moving with this individual. This person will want to make an offer towards you. And this offer could come within the next week for some of you, because this is the near future. So this person may want to make an offer of something stable and something serious is what I'm getting here. Because you may have felt that this person wasn't in a serious energy beforehand. But I feel generally this person is very slow moving. You're definitely dealing with an earth sign. And if you could be dealing with a Capricorn, which is your opposite. Or you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Taurus. But this is my Virgo card. And I feel as though this person will be slow moving, but they will make that offer towards you. They are willing to invest and they want something stable and serious. And I feel like you yourself, Cancer, you want something serious and stable, but you're willing to go with the flow. It's almost like you're willing to meet this person, for some of you, where they're at, because you acknowledge that, okay, this person is quite slow moving, but at the same time, I don't want them to be too closed off. I need someone that is open and emotive, is what I'm getting. And we have 8 of Rods. So after some sort of slow pace sort of energy that we have here, it's going to be fast movement. So there could be, and I feel strongly with the 8 of Rods, there's going to be some fast incoming communication, but I feel more so travel for some of you, especially with the Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Rods. So there's going to be some travel here. It may take a while as well. So someone's going to go to see somebody. And with the 8 of Rods, I feel there's going to be a level of passion here as well, is what I'm getting. And looking at the Knight of Pentacles, it indicates to me that some of you may try to control this passion that you have for this individual. But there's going to be some sort of communication, I feel. Back and forth communication. But I feel more so with the Knight of Pentacles, things will be quite slow moving, but then things are going to speed up. I feel like yourself and this person, you know, this person may come towards you, or you may come towards this person. It's going to be some sort of travel here, is what I'm getting. But I feel like your person wants to take things slow, but yes, they do want a commitment. And I feel you will want to take things slow, but at the same time, you're going to want a commitment as well. But I do feel with this card especially, that energy may change of this slow moving sort of vibe that I have here. Because with the 8 of Rods, it suggests that things are going to start picking up. You may go and visit this person may go and visit you, but I do feel, and looking at this, there's going to be a lot of passion here as well. It's almost like with the 8 of Rods that there's going to be a level of trying to contain yourself. This person could be in separation in the now as I speak, but there's going to be a level of both of you trying to contain yourself. Like, okay, I'm going to give her space, I'm going to give him his space. You know, you may have this conversation. Yes, you establish you want commitment with each other. Then it's going to be like, okay, let's just do this. All right. With the 8 of Rods. Okay. This is what I'm getting for the near future. But this doesn't suggest to me that this is going to be something that's going to be fleeting. This is going to be something that's going to be stable. But it's going to have passion in the mix as well. Okay. Maybe things could be at a standstill. Or maybe things may be at a standstill in the near future, but then things are going to speed up, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what else we've got with what will be your influence. So we have the King of Rods. Some of you could have Leo in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Leo male or a Sagittarius male with the 8 of Rods. What would be your influence? What would be your influence? I feel, looking at the King of Rods, is passion and lust. Okay, because there's the energy of maybe this person is trying to control their natural urges for you. and it's almost like they give in. I feel like I'm speaking to like 3 different groups. Someone's trying to control themselves over the other person, but it's like, I give in. This is going to influence you. Giving into your urges. This person giving into their urges and succumbing to their desires for you. What's going to be your influence? We have the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love here. It's not just about lust. I feel that there's love, but I feel with this person that they have a lot of love for you, they have a lot of lust for you, but they're trying to control it to their own detriment. Maybe this could be your energy. You may be trying to control it as well, okay? Or you could be dealing with someone with a fire moon sign, Leo moon. But I feel like the influence will be given into your feelings, especially for you, because you know you love this person. This person knows that they love you, and given into your urges for both of you. That's going to influence you both. Let's take a look at what could be an obstacle. So we have the 6 of Cups, and then we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. What could be an obstacle for this situation is allowing the past connection for both of you to influence the outcome of this new situation. So maybe a situation in the past may have occurred whereby, like I mentioned before, someone was a giver, someone was a taker, and now in this new connection, that, you know, someone still wanted to replay those roles is what I'm getting. What else could be an obstacle for you? Is revisiting the past. Maybe some of you may be deciding to go back to a past lover, but they're saying that it could be an obstacle because this person could still be in the energies of not wanting to open up, is what I'm getting here. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, especially with the Star card, or a Libra. What could be an obstacle as well is connecting again. This is a beautiful card, but connecting and no one has evolved, no one has changed. You know, someone still may be in the energies of not wanting to open up. So that's going to be an obstacle of connecting with this person from the past. Some of you is someone from the past that's going to come back in, but this person's still being closed off, which may lead you to feel that this situation should have stayed in the past because nothing's changed. That's going to be an obstacle, connecting with the past, but not having anything changed about the past is what I'm seeing here. Let's see what the outcome would be for August 2019 for yourself and your person. Okay, so we have 7 of Cups. So this is speaking of there may be some sort of illusion around this connection with yourself and this person. There may be, I feel that this is some sort of fantasy-like based connection. And maybe you put each other both on a pedestal, especially with, you know, Neptune in retrograde. It's all about seeing situations, people and things for what they really are. But I feel despite Neptune being in retrograde, this connection that you and this person have here is some sort of fantasy-like based connection. You are this person's ideal. This person is your ideal. But maybe, you know, looking at this here, I feel like the ideal that you have for one another will draw you both close to each other. There's going to be a connection here whereby you both tick one another's boxes. You are both each other's fantasy. You may get lost in each other's worlds, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We've got the Queen of Swords as well. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. I feel like in the month of August, yourself and this person will have clear communication despite this fantasy-like base energy that you both have around you. It's almost like you will both know how to, you know, take a step away from the illusion of the connection and what surrounds the connection and what hides the problems of the connection, and you will both be able to communicate clear and concisely, is what I'm getting here, and getting to the heart of the matter of things. You know, not sugarcoating anything, going over the past in order to make way for a clearer future, so these past behaviors and actions don't happen again. So I do see clear communication between yourself and your person, and this is good, especially if this person is quite closed off. This person will be very they'll be able to communicate effectively, which may even shock you, because you're so used to this person being closed off, or if it's you, they're so used to you being closed off. But I also get a sense with the Seven of Cups here, with the Queen of Swords, that someone may talk in riddles, someone may gloss over, and someone may not be as open as they should be also, but that's going to get cut out, is what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Swords. So not allowing the illusion or the energy of this fantasy-like connection to cloud your judgment about this person's actions, or vice versa. You know, you want to get to the heart of the matter, they are going to want to get to the heart of the matter, is what I'm getting. Still appreciating the connection and the beauty of it, but at the same time, there's things we need to discuss. Okay, so we have the Fool card. So I feel like yourself and this person will step into a new phase with each other. For others of you, I feel like you may have broken up with an individual earth sign because they're too closed off. And I feel like you may realize that this person wasn't who you thought they were. And with the Queen of Swords, you may now be able to see the situation for what it really was. And you'll be moving forward to a new situation and a new opportunity. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius individual. And I feel some of you in the month of August, those that have broken up with this earth sign individual, you want to really focus on yourself, and you will be in this energy of, you know, thinking, not to say you're not going to connect with your heart, but it's almost like you have that awakening, that aha moment. I know it's so cliche, but this is what I'm getting. And you will feel to yourself that I was confused about this person. This person had me blinded by their love. But I know now, if I'm to deal with this person or moving forward, I need to be in the energies of the Queen of Swords, where I won't let my heart override my mind, is what I'm getting. You may be quite closed off and detached, wanting to only focus on yourself. For others of you, I feel like your focus in this relationship is to have clear and open communication moving forward. But you're ready to move forward with this connection. We have the Chariot card. This is your energy. So I do feel like yourself and this person, if you are still with this individual, there's going to be some sort of breakthrough, but there's going to be travel as well, because I feel like some of you view this person as an ideal. Like I said, this is a fantasy based like connection. It's very Neptunian, very romantic, very, it's like something out of the movies, and I feel like you want to head towards that, and this person wants to head towards that also. You are each other's ideal. So I do feel travel will be travel's indicated here anyway with the Chariot card, because you want to go towards this dream like state. This person, it's almost like you're both in some sort of your own world with each other, and you'll be heading towards that, or this person may be heading towards that. We have the Empress card here. So if you're not wanting children in the now, then you guys know what to do, right? But I feel like some of you may be heading towards this person for a connection an intimate connection, I feel, and someone, yourself, or if you're a male listening to this person could end up pregnant with the Empress card, because it's a very, I'm sensing a very loving and romantic energy here, of connecting mind, heart, spirit, and soul, which could result in a pregnancy, is what I'm getting. Because I feel like you will feel that you have some sort of breakthrough. And we also have the Queen of Rods. This for my singles with the Queen of Rods. I feel like some of you may be connecting with a Leo individual. Some of you may meet a Leo individual, but more so, I feel like some of you will be standing in your power. Some of you will be, wanting to be free and single. My Cancerians wanting to be free and single, and flipping between, wanting to date other people, not wanting to tie yourself down, is what I'm getting. Standing in your power, like the Queen of Rods, okay? Being courageous, being assertive, but being kind and being warm and being loving at the same time. So I feel at the same time is that there may be an element of detachment for some of you, but at the same time an element of loving and giving. But at the same time, this is for my singles, you may not want to settle just yet. For others of you, I feel like you're going to be heading towards this person, or this person's going to be heading towards you, which is going to result in commitment, which is going to result in maybe a pregnancy for some of you. But I feel with this card, and we had the Emperor, there's going to be a commitment here between yourself and your person. This would have come after a time of clear, direct communication, getting to the heart of the matter. Okay, you talking to this person and breaking things down, and this person talking to you and explaining why they may have felt the way they did. But I do feel a level of love, but more romanticized. This is very romantic, and this is a connection I feel that is very physical. It's a very passionate connection here, especially with the Queen of Rods. I do sense there's going to be passion here, which could result in a baby, a child. But I do result there's going to be, I do result, this will result, sorry, in a coming together with yourself and your person. And there being a lot of passion, especially with the Eight of Rods and especially with the Queen of Rods, there being a lot of passion. But this is indicating travel, passion, communication. And for my singles, wanting to be single, but at the same time, wanting to connect with others, but still to maintain that freedom with the Fool card. And still focusing on working on yourself and not allowing a past situation of how you've been treated before to happen again, is what I'm getting. And for others of you, working on this partnership. And I feel like this person wants to work on this partnership too, because to me, you're both building this sort of fantasy-based connection. And it could be a fantasy-based connection. Maybe, you may have your Venus on this person's Neptune, especially with the Empress card. This is Venus, this is Neptune, or this person's Mars with the Queen of Wands could be on your Neptune, or your Neptune could be on their Mars. And Neptune is that romantic planet. And I feel like with the two combined, it's going to be fireworks. But despite the fireworks, you guys know that communication is key. Cancer, I need to stop there. I'm going on. All right, I can talk all day about you, Cancer. Take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you mid-month. Peace out.